This episode of the Biofriendly Podcast is brought to you by Biofriendly Planet, the online magazine for people who want simple ways to actively make this planet greener and who are tired of the doom and gloom reporting on the environment. Biofriendlyplanet.com.
It's the Biofriendly Podcast. It's the Biofriendly Podcast.
You're trying to what?
I'm trying to harness his strength from within.
Like your
to
chi?
do this show. Yes, you could call it my chi. You could call it my chi. Sure. But what I need is this. This is an energy that I'm going to hold on to for the remainder of the show. And once the show's over, I'm going to release this energy.
Yeah, and it goes boom.
It goes boom, boom, boom. It goes, and my heart goes boom, boom, boom.
Okay.
Yeah.
We like the farts that go boom. We're Tina and Bunny, and we like the boom.
What's that from?
We like the
cars that go boom.
Yeah.
Oh.
We like the cars.
The cars that go boom. We're Tina and Bunny, and we like the boom. It was like from 1987.
Really?
Yes.
Is it a song?
Yes, it's a song.
It's so bad. It's
I
good.
don't know this one.
Yeah.
Well, I am really excited.
Well, I'm going
To show
I'm
me.
going to play it
Something.
right now.
We like the cars that go boom. We're Tigra and Bunny, and we like the boom.
How great was that?
See, now you get it.
Now I get it.
Now you
get it.
I'm just excited that we found, because it's difficult. You have to go pretty deep and hard if you're anywhere in the late 80s.
Yes.
The early 2000s.
Uh-huh.
And forget the 90s. It's
Forget the
impossible.
90s.
Forget the 90s. You're
No
trying to stump.
contest.
You're trying to stump Jacob.
Yeah, no, we
Avoid
cannot.
the 90s completely, because you're not going to do it.
You're not gonna
try.
do it.
You're going to spend hours.
And you're going to fail.
Yeah, you're just going to get beat up. And then I would say, pretty safely through like 2012 even.
Yeah, it's
It's
pretty good.
difficult.
Good run.
It
It's
is
tough.
difficult to stump Jacob.
You'll
I
sneak
think
a
even
few, buddy.
modern songs. I mean, Jacob, I would say you get away from the pinnacle of the 90s and maybe it's slowly less and less in
and
either
less.
direction.
Yeah.
But you drop songs from like unheard of musicals in the 1930s, and Jacob knows them.
I do.
So
That's
it's
true.
pretty tough to stump.
But you guys,
Tough
thank
to
you.
Stump is playing at the El Rey this weekend, by the way.
I have an energy within me.
You do. You have an energy within you, and it
is.
has got the force of humanity behind
does.
it.
It
does.
is, and he can't.
I
He
can't.
can't expend that energy on the 8th floor because
No.
that has already been done.
It's already been
Listen,
done by
if-
another person
by
at
my
this
other
group.
coworker.
Yeah.
If I
And you
were
gotta
to
give time.
tickle you
Uh-huh.
as hard as I can, like just make you laugh,
No,
like, tickle
please.
You tickle
no,
hard?
Clayton,
I tickle
please
sword?
don't. Please
Really?
don't tickle me, Clayton. No.
Would you poop yourself?
I do have an interesting a side effect of tickling, which not everybody has. If you tickle me hard enough, I will pee my pants. I will pee my pants.
Challenge accepted.
But as an adult, it's not as I can control it a lot more. But when I was a child, my uncle Roger would tickle me so hard, and I'd yell, "I'm gonna pee!
Oh, no.
I'm gonna pee!" And he
Poor
would
kid.
yeah,
He'd keep going.
He'd keep
It'd
going.
make you pee.
Oh,
And what did your mom do when you were
Roger.
covered in piss? Was she upset?
Roger, he asked you to stop. No means no. Roger was the stinker.
He was the stinkler?
Yeah, stinkler.
Okay.
So I had that growing up, which was tickle me too hard and I want to pee. It has been passed down to my youngest son. He has the same symptoms as well. Elliot. Yep.
Does he need alarm sheets too?
No.
Now that I
thank
know.
goodness. No.
Now
Thank-
that I know,
Yes.
I'm going to tickle him into pee.
Has
do
the
it.
audience of the
Heard the
Biofriendly
alarm
podcast
sheet story?
heard the alarm sheet story?
I may have told it at some point, but I'll tell you what. I'll do a quick one,
Quick, high
which is I wet my bed till I was about 11 years old. True story. It
Wow.
just It was.
I
it
actually
was,
had a couple of rogue times.
Yeah, a couple
later
rogue-
than that.
rogue
But
wetters.
I was
Ghost
similar
peas?
to you. I was till about 11. I went
Yeah.
to bed, and then I had like a rogue one at 15.
Yeah.
And then another rogue one at like 19.
Well, you were pretty drunk at the time.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say I've had a few rogue ones in my adult life as well, but they were caused by whiskey. Yeah.
Whiskey.
Yeah, but I so I was pretty consistently until I was about 11 years old, and you find out later. They did more studies, and they find out that some children's bladders don't grow the same rate as the rest of their bodies, so they just can't. It just isn't the right thing.
Yeah,
that's
physiology.
happening.
You know something my mom
Physiology.
discovered that I think it was worked for us anyway. But my mom discovered when she was, because she had all of us were bedwetters.
Yeah.
like all the kids were
Really?
bedwetters.
Every single
our
one, yeah.
whole family. And so probably it was related to the bladder, but.
Yeah.
she learned from a friend. She's like, once they're potty trained, you don't put them in a diaper when they go to bed.
Oh.
Because if you put them in a diaper when they go to bed, then they get used to the idea that it's safe to go to the bathroom when you're asleep at nighttime in bed. And so when they're
so then like your neurons go, it's okay.
yes, but if you leave it off as soon as you potty train them, then they might pee once or twice when they're like first doing that, but then their body realizes, oh, I'm wet, it doesn't work, this isn't good, and then you build a different habit. And so she tried that with the youngest, Chrissy, my younger sister, and she was the only one of us who wasn't a bed with her.
No way.
Okay,
Yes.
so it did have a lot to do with how heavy of a sleeper I was, for sure.
Yes.
It did, because I would sleep through. Where the instinct is, I have to go to the bathroom, I need to get up, I need to go. Where I would just sleep.
Right.
So I've always been a heavy sleeper, and that was probably because I learned at an early age. It's fine.
It's fine. Just
don't worry about it. Just
let
go.
it go, man.
Just go, man.
Just go, man.
Just go. And I'll never forget. This was the 1980s, so definitely not sensitivity from the medical field at this time. My mom took me to a doctor's appointment. And she was like, "We just are trying to figure out what to do for Jacob. It's been ongoing.
It's been unbearable.
It's been a nightmare. It's humiliating.
It's ruining my marriage."
Yes, he's going to sleepovers. He's getting humiliated. It's bad.
Oh,
and so
Jakey.
we're sitting there across from the doctor, and the doctor looks at my mom and goes, "Make him wash his sheets." And she goes, "What?" And she goes, "Make him wash his sheets. He'll feel bad about it, and then he won't do it anymore."
Good. Let's make him feel bad about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and so
and
this
especially
doctor's-
since it is a choice of yours to pee the bed.
This doctor's solution to my mother in Tulsa, Oklahoma in the 1980s was make me wash my sheets and then I won't do it anymore, as if I was doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
So
it was your decision to be like, you know what, I'm going to pee my bed again tonight and tomorrow.
Yeah.
And the next night.
So then what leads us up to alarm sheets is one of the solutions along the way before I kicked the habit. Was my mom invested in these. They look like a sheet of aluminum with little little holes all through them, and you would lay this sheet of aluminum
Freaking 80s,
plugged
man.
into the wall, so you're sleeping on electric,
Of course.
a device.
Let's add
plugged
water.
into the wall.
And plugged in the wall,
Just
and
add
it's
water.
underneath. It's underneath your sheets, and so the moment it's supposed to go ring, 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 and alert you that you're
Right.
peeing.
Right.
Guess what would go on for me? It would just play all night long. So I
Because
just wake
you're
up.
such a deep sleeper.
sleeper.
So I'd wake up in the morning, and it would just be like ring, ring, ring.
And you're like, oh, now you're awake and you're like, and it's yelling at me when I first wake up. Life sucks.
Alarm
You're like,
sheets.
you know what, man? If shocking surprises woke me up, I probably would have woke
Right.
up when my bed was wet.
Right. Like if they did do a little electroshock in there, it probably would have taught me a lot faster. So
Man, that's
well, those are the alarm sheets, ladies and gentlemen. The story of Jacob's bed
And
wedding.
listen, our mothers put up with a lot.
Bless
They
their
did.
hearts.
Bless-
always.
They really did.
They did, and you know what? That's a good point you raised, because guys, what's going on this Sunday?
This Sunday, I'm sleeping in.
No,
Heather's gonna make me breakfast.
Don't you dare!
Wait.
No, what's happening on Sunday?
Is there a big like Formula One race?
No, shame on you.
What?
This Sunday, boys, is Mother's Day.
Oh,
this is a special Mother's Day
is
episode.
Heather still gonna make me breakfast in bed?
No, I don't think she will. And you cannot go to the Formula One race. You got to do nice things for the lovely
Dagnabbit.
wife in your life and for your own mom.
For me, man.
And so that's the subject of today's podcast.
Mother's Day?
It's Mother's
Mama's
Day. It's a Mother's Day special. So today's article is from our very own Biofriendly Planet from our lovely Tara McFadden. Yes, absolutely. And this is why we chose to talk about this today, because it is Mother's Day on Sunday, and the article title was A Few Friendly Finds for Mother's Day.
BT
So,
Dub.
yeah.
Tara, define who Tara is within this company.
she
She's
is-
the editor-in-chief
Oh, yeah.
of
Biofriendly Planet.
Biofriendly Planet.
Absolutely.
who is, by the way, sponsoring this episode.
Absolutely.
They sponsor all. They've been sponsoring this episode since it began.
Since the dang beginning.
The only reason this show is on the air is because of Biofriendly Planet.
That's right,
And
that's
the
right.
all-stars that make that site come
This
together.
is the podcast arm of Biofriendly Planet, folks.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
some say the heart.
Yeah,
The
some-
very...
I wouldn't say
Well,
hard. I would say
okay.
probably the butt. The
We're definitely the butt. I think Tara's the heart for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
So Tara did this great this article about finding things for us, and I thought what would be fun is, first of all, I want to know as we go down these, would you get it for your mom?
Oh, cool.
Okay,
I love
so
it.
would you get it for your mom?
This is a game. Would you get it for your mom?
Would you get it for your mom?
Let's make up a theme song right now for Would You Get It For Your Mom?
Okay.
Ready?
Yep. You need to buy some stuff for your mom. You don't know what what you get and you don't know what you do wrong. What you buy for your mom? There you go.
That was amazing.
Okay.
All right.
So the first thing up.
Good job, boys.
Question for you is a hand-poured candle. Okay, so this isn't just any
I just
candle.
real quick. I want to say
Yeah,
next
yeah.
time that Clayton says we have to write a song, remind me that I shouldn't fill my mouth up with water.
Oh, no,
At that very moment.
But here's the thing: the trombone sound that you
That
made
came with the water in my
that
mouth?
came with the water was so brassy,
It was the extra brassiness because of the water.
so brassy. So a hand poured candle. Does your mom love to have candles throughout the house, whether it's winter, spring, summer, or fall? I know we love candles.
Yeah.
I got a funny story about that.
You do. So these are. So Tara, what Tara's done in this article, she's basically gone through and found things like to save you the time because she knows we're no good kids.
We are no
and
good
these
kids.
moms need presents, and
Yes.
she's like, "All right, I got some suggestions for you. You could go get these things." Okay. So
And
this
they're
is,
earth friendly.
they're
too.
earth friendly.
Every
yes.
one of the ones suggested, if you go, right?
Yes, they're all linked in
and
there.
they're linked so they can find them and buy them.
Yes,
Well,
absolutely.
ladies and gentlemen, go to biofriendlyplanet.com.
and go to a few friendly finds for Mother's Day.
A few friendly finds for Mother's Day. Check them out. Then you can click on the link. buy
Click on the
thing.
link and buy it. So this first one is a company called LNE Society. Is a woman-owned small business dedicated to making quality candles with clean ingredients and no harmful toxins. Perfect for mom.
They have a candle on there called 1997.
1997.
And she based it on the year that she went to college. I was like,
That's amazing.
That's our year.
That's our year.
That's our year.
No, I want this candle.
This is our
I
time.
know.
This is our time. Down
Down
here.
here. Down here.
Refer to last week's episode.
Now I know what that means.
All candles are
Still
hand
don't know what
poured
it
in
means.
small batches using coconut oil and beeswax. Even better, profits from every candle sold go to organizations helping women get back on their feet. So,
oh, I love that.
Wonderful.
That's amazing.
All right, I would buy that for my mom. However, I don't think I should.
Okay.
Because here's the funny story. Growing up in the 80s, my mom had every candle. None of them were ever lit. We had candles and candles decorative everywhere. I didn't even know that you could light candles until I went to college and I met my friends. They're like, "Don't you light your candles?" I'm like, "You can't light those."
Those are decorative.
This is a major trigger warning for me because you're saying it right now, and I'm being brought right back to my childhood to all the unlit candles in my house. So many. Now my mom was into potpourri. I feel like
So was my mom.
I feel like potpourri reigned supreme in the
Yeah.
80s and 90s, right? You
Yeah.
get a bowl full of potpourri, and maybe there's a little like votive lighting underneath it to make it fill the house.
Oh,
But we
yeah.
had all these beautiful decorative candles in the shapes of things,
Gorgeous
and
stuff, yeah.
none of them were getting lit.
Yeah, no.
None of them.
I did not develop this until much later in life because my mom was, there were occasionally there were candles. Usually the candles came out during the holidays.
Yeah.
And they were lit.
Yeah.
Oh, they're
You
lit.
light those
Well,
bad
you
boys.
gotta
Yeah,
drink.
yeah.
You gotta drink during the holidays,
yeah,
so it makes
they
sense.
were so
when they're-
hammered, so bombed.
so lit.
So potpourri now and again, not really. That wasn't my mom's jam.
Yeah.
It wasn't her jam. Jam was her jam.
Jam was her jam,
We
but
had-
not potpourri.
We had
That's
raspberry
pronounced
jam
jam?
constantly. It was so good.
Yeah.
But
was a jam?
not that. But later on in life, I married a lovely woman
Yeah.
named Talia.
Yeah.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, and she is one of those people who has decorative candles there's candles everywhere,
Everywhere.
and none of them are ever lit except I will have you know
Yes.
when the power goes out
Oh,
and I realize that oh God I can't see anything. Woo, we go around. Every one of them gets lit.
They do.
That's when we light.
by
it.
the way,
Okay.
when was the
That's
last
amazing.
time the power went out? That used to happen all the time in my house. I don't know why, but we used to lose power all the time.
Yeah.
And it was the most fun thing I could remember as a kid. It was like, oh, the power's out. Oh my gosh, where's the flashlight?
I actually remember thinking it was so awesome when we were kids.
Yeah.
It was a very exciting thing, and I'm sure our parents were like, "Great," you know what I mean?
God.
Like now we're sitting here in the darkness, but didn't
So much fun.
Didn't LA a couple years ago? Didn't we? Not to get all conspiracy, whatever, but didn't they find out a couple years ago we had all those rolling blackouts, and they found out that the water company was just like batching money,
Yeah.
basically, or like batching power.
Yeah.
something
Wait,
like that.
what?
So it was all rigged.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, not to make the Mother's Day
kidding?
episode. Yeah, I'm serious. That they found out that they had all these rolling
Conspiracy
blackouts,
corner.
and they did it on purpose. It was a purposeful blackout.
Yeah.
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 Oh, I love
That's
this.
the problem we have in LA in particular, but in California in general. Although they are improving it, we are doing stuff to support and back up the grid. But yeah, we have rolling brownouts, they call them.
Yeah, brownouts. Yeah.
Funny, that's what
All
Jakey
the
wants to
time.
do right now. Is have a rolling
how
brown
How
out.
dare you, sir? How dare you, Mom? Mom, they're talking about my poop.
I'm sorry, Ruthie.
Go ahead. Rolling brownouts.
I mean,
I can't hear it again because it's so funny. No, let's discuss in depth rolling brownouts.
rolling brownouts. Yeah, no, that's where you get. It's where you get 15 people in a row. Toilet after toilet after toilet after toilet. And then you go plop, 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 and then back again. Plop,
this
plop,
is
plop,
making me
plop,
sweat.
plop,
It's
plop,
making me
plop.
sweat a little bit. We took it a step.
Brownouts are playing at the Ellery this week.
No, it's just that there's a huge demand for power and not enough power to power the power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That tracks.
So the price of power has gone up dramatically in California,
Sure
and
has.
they have increased the supply a little bit, but it's still a bit of a it gets strained, particularly in the summer. Last time we had a blackout was last summer when it gets really hot and
Yes.
people are just using the heck out of all of their
Air
conditioners and
conditioning.
everything else.
Yeah.
Yep. That or wind. We get lots of wind down here, and then something
That's true.
blows up.
Yes.
Just blows over.
Transformers.
So
More than meets the eye.
So this candle, this hand poured candle, I would absolutely get this for my mom. She would love it. She would love candles. Potpourri is no longer a thing in our that. It went away. Like I don't see the potpourri anymore.
Yeah, because it causes cancer.
Does it really?
No,
is
I'm
that what
totally
it
kidding. That was a horrible joke. I'm so
Everything
sorry.
causes
Everything causes
cancer.
cancer.
That's true.
Rolling brownouts cause cancer.
Yes, they do. Alarm sheets
Would you
cause cancer.
They do. Yeah. Would you get your mom the hand poured candle?
No.
No, not for her.
That's not for my mom.
Not for mom. No. Okay. Yeah. So we got two
I would
no's, one
I would
yes.
get them for Talia.
Okay. Yeah.
Or my kids would get them for Talia. Yeah.
All right. Up next, we've got a reusable tumbler. Now, this is something we talk about a lot on the show. It's a good thing handy. We all have one in this office, by the way.
it's on the internet, isn't it?
single,
Tumblr?
yeah. Huh? Tumblr, yeah.
It's on the
So it's a
internet.
website where you share your thoughts and ideas. Tumblr as in, coffee container, Yetis, if you will, insulated. So show mom a little love by getting her a reusable stainless steel tumbler. This particular one highlights what an awesome mom you've got. It's a simple gift, yet one she can use day in and day out for years to come. She won't need to buy coffee in a disposable cup or water in a plastic bottle once she has this in hand. Plus, every time she uses it, she'll think of you. Wow. So
And this one is also eco-friendly.
This is also eco-friendly.
Biofriendly,
Yeah,
if you will.
biofriendly. Exactly. And we're just waiting to open up our own store so we can say,
gotcha. So
you
we're
know what I
just-
mean?
we should
Do this. We should open up a merch store for moms.
It's a very good idea.
Merch.
So,
Merch.
so ladies, if you're listening and you have something that you would like from us,
Hey.
let us know.
Let
That's
us
a good
know.
idea. We should actually have like hey, could you have a tumbler that says,
Yeah.
Gaia
Custom.
is Mother Earth?
Yeah,
I don't know.
or rolling brown.
Rolling Brown
Would
out.
you like a shirt that says "Rolling Brown Out," darling?
Yes. Happy Mother's Day. All right. So, would you get your mom a reusable tumbler if it said something, loving and sweet, and she'll remember you?
This is where I go, and it's not that it's a bad gift or
No,
bad idea.
of course not.
I
There's
love
no
it.
bad gifts. There's only bad
love it.
answers.
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 Only bad people, and I guess only
Yeah.
bad. Only bad.
Only bad.
This is where I have my what is it, PTSD or something? This is where I have my trouble because in our house
Yeah.
there are so many
Tumblers?
so many tumblers. There are there's every one of us has the rainbow of tumblers. I go underneath, and they're not in a place where you would normally be able to get to them. I have to get down low, open up these cabinets that are there, and then reach through 30 other tumblers that are all, I feel like they're all barely balancing on each other because she doesn't want to put the cap on the tumblers to close it off because then it's not going to dry properly and you're going to get mold. So you move one and then the lid falls off and then that knocks the other lid and then it's a domino effect. And now I'm trying to scramble to get those. And now I've knocked over 6 of the tumblers and now 17 tumblers have fallen down to my feet. There's tumblers everywhere. I'm losing my mind. I'm like, I just wanted one tumbler. One tumbler. I only need one tumbler. I don't need 17 tumblers. Please, God, take away these tumblers.
For the audience at home, I wish you could see his red face and the bulging veins. He's grabbing his drink. He's taking a sip.
This has been Indiana Jones and the Tumbler of Doom.
So I probably wouldn't.
You wouldn't get that. So no tumbler for you.
I don't want them in anyone's house. I never want to say no.
I never want to see a tumbler again. Cogswell.
I had to side with Noli. I have too many. I think we all have too many.
Well,
there's a lot of
because
mugs.
we have environmental households.
That's true.
Why.
Yeah, we have refillable everything.
Yes, refillable everything. Okay, so for
no
us,
tumbler
no
for me.
tumblers this year. I also have the same problem. We all have way too many tumblers. Okay, up next we got a bamboo cutting board. Okay.
Ooh.
If you have a mom who loves to cook, How about getting her a bamboo cutting board? It comes with a set of non-toxic cooking utensils too. Ooh. These pieces are made from organic materials. They're also apparently quite durable, easy to wash, and non-stick. Besides, having a bamboo cutting board and utensils is a much better option than plastic, which can leach chemicals and microplastics into your food and in your body.
I am the biggest bamboo fan.
Bamboo, baby.
Honestly.
Have you been bamboozled?
I've been bamboozled for half my life, baby. No, bamboo is the greatest thing ever. It is basically a weed. It's not a weed, it's a reed. But the point is, it grows super freaking fast. It is so durable. You can make anything out of it. It's amazing.
I love bamboo.
It's amazing.
I love it.
Stop cutting down trees. Start cutting down some bamboo. Just saying.
Start cutting down weeds.
Bamboo,
Take down that weed.
Sorry, reeds.
So, would you get a bamboo cutting board for your mom? Let's talk about your moms. Don't worry about your wife. Your mom. Do you think she'd use it?
Yes, I would get a bamboo cutting board for my mom. I think she would love it.
Yeah.
I think she would love it. I think that it's one of those things where you can always get a new one because the old ones get all covered in,
They do.
in goop
They
and
get
guck
they
and
get messy,
fluff.
and sometimes you go to your parents' house and you're like, they're using the same cutting board they've been using since 1997.
How about this nice biodegradable, bio-friendly, good for you for the environment?
There you go.
Made of high quality bamboo, and doesn't leach plastic. Kablamo.
I'm here to take care of you.
Yeah, I love you,
I
Mom.
love you, Mom.
Mom, I love you.
Mom, get it through your head.
Dang it, Mom.
Mom, I love you.
What about you?
You know what? I'm going to have to say one of the reasons why I'm so proud of my mom is she goes out a lot to eat because she has a wonderful social life. She goes out with her friends, all this other stuff.
Good for her.
And at this point in her life, she's kind of like, she does cook. She's a really good cook. But at the end of the day, she's kind of like, I'd rather take it easy and have fun with my friends and then go back. So she doesn't cook as much as she used to. Totally. I love that for her, right? So even though I'm obsessed with bamboo, don't think I would get her this.
No.
That's fair. And by the way, that is a great strategy and one that I plan to embrace fully when I'm older as well, which is I want you to make me food, world.
Yes.
Like I want
exactly.
I want to go to the cafes, the diners. I want staff to go, here he comes. Yep. And I just hobble right in there and I get in my booth.
Jakey.
And I get my coffee and I get my favorite sandwich. I just I know you love this.
Do you want your bacon sandwich again, Mr. Givens?
Yes, I do.
Bacon sandwich and a fish fillet?
I want the fish fillet.
Yes.
Yes.
I want to have the largest nose and the biggest ears in the whole room. The glass is the size of my face.
That's right.
Like moons.
That's right.
In front of my eyes.
That's right.
And I want to pinch the waitress's bum.
Of course you do. Because it's a gesture
because
of
you
love.
can at 95 years old.
Because I'm a loving fella.
I'm a loving
fellas pinch bottoms.
That's right. That's right. We all know this. Yeah. And I've told my wife that
Everyone
this is my
knows
plan.
this. Everyone knows this.
Absolutely. And Jamie's fully aware that this will happen. So you can't stop me.
Because at 95, they go, all right.
Would your mom like the bamboo?
My mom would like that. That is something that I could absolutely get her, is a bamboo cutting board. So for she's
good. So that's the first 2 out of 3. Not
2
bad.
out of 3, not bad. Okay, here comes one. This is going to be interesting. It's going to be divisive. No, I don't know. Solar wind chime. Okay, looking for a gift for a mom who likes to spend time outdoors.
It captures the solar winds?
It captures the solar winds. And you can use them.
Tesla stuff.
And you can use them on your enemies.
Wow.
So if somebody comes over, you can just unleash solar
winds.
Solar winds. What happened to Beatrice?
Irradiated.
I incinerated her.
She fried.
Mom?
Mom. My mom's a super villain. Wow. So check out this solar wind chime. Mom can put it on the front porch, in the backyard, or wherever she likes to spend time outside. What's nice about this particular wind chime is not only does it light up using solar power, the clear sound made from the glass ball hitting against the metal tubes is
it is so relaxing.
I do like wind chimes and chimes like that. So
that's interesting.
Chimes like these?
Chime.
You learn to live
Because
again.
it's chimes like these. You learn to live again. Would you get your mom a solar wind chime?
It's chimes like these you learn to live again.
I'd give Dave Grohl
I would give David solar wind chime.
And I would sing that as I handed it to him.
It's chimes like these.
Chimes
You
like
learn to live again.
Yeah. And it's chimes like these, it's chimes again.
If I ever get a chance to meet that dude, I'm 100% going to say
chime.
I'm going to have a chime in my pocket, and I'm going to go, it's chimes.
'Cause it's times like these you
Oh.
learn to love
He's like,
again.
Jacob, that's the coolest thing I've ever received.
He's going to go, not many people know how to make the perfect first impression, but you just did.
Chimes again. No, I think I would give my mom that because she has this adorable backyard and front yard too. And she loves just to kind of sit outside and enjoy the wildlife and the birds and the trees. So I think I would give that to her. That sounds lovely.
I also would give that to my mom, but it would be kind of like a Mother's Day present for my dad, as odd as that sounds.
Get her out of the house.
Finally get her out. Just
Go outside.
Joel, sit outside and listen to the chime.
Jill, get outside.
Listen to the chime.
Oh, that's great.
No, I think that my dad would really actually kind of dig the idea that there's a solar panel on it and that it's lighting up at nighttime and that
It's just tech enough for him to go,
it's just tech enough for him to enjoy it, but it's also, the wind and the chime I think my mom would enjoy. I feel like it would be a good, that's probably my favorite so far for my mom.
Yeah,
that's great.
I would 100% get this for my mom.
Yeah.
She loves, my mom loves cute patio, outdoor sitting.
Our moms are very similar.
Yes, absolutely. So like, I think if I gave her a wind chime, a solar one too, I think she would be like, well, that's so cool. How does it work? What would be so fun is my mom, who's very a smart lady, there's things that just go right over her head. And when it comes to tech stuff, she's just so cute because she just doesn't get it. She'd be like, how does it capture the suns? How does it do it? And I'd explain, she'd be like, that's magic. That's wonderful. How does that happen?
If this can capture the sun, can it capture my son Jacob to come
could it
back
bring
to
him
Oklahoma?
home? Could I bring him home? Chimes like this. A different kind of card is our next solution, and we know where this is going, right? Which is it's not just a Mother's Day card; it's doing something in your mom's honor, right? So it's like if you simply want to send mom a card this Mother's Day, consider sending her a Give Tree card from Arbor Day Foundation or a Seed Bloom Mother's Day card. The nice thing about these card options is you get new growth. One plants a tree on her behalf, and there she can plant in her own garden. So these are gifts to kind of like pay it forward.
Lovely.
Now, I would do this for my mom because she has done things like this for me in the past where she's done like the donated money to help somebody in my name for a gift.
Oh, that's cool.
And I'm okay with it, but I have a feeling she would like the gesture, but she still wants the gift.
Do you know what's so funny?
Do you know what I mean? Like she'd be like, thank you, but I would still have to get her something also.
Yeah. I think my mom... Yeah, I think my mom would almost, she would never say this.
No.
And I won't endorse this statement that I'm making because it's obviously false.
False.
I think I'd be better off getting her nothing.
Yeah, than a gift for somebody else in her name. Uh-huh. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think the same with my mom. I think that she would be grateful that I did the gesture, but I would know going in, I've got to also have an item for her.
If I don't also have a bamboo cutting board, I'm in trouble.
Yeah. You might I birthed you, no?
The only way you can have...
He was 22 hours in the hospital.
The only way you're
13
getting...
pounds.
The only way I'm getting away with a Give a
Giant head.
Tree card from Arbor Day Foundation is if I am showing up with... solar wind chimes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that's
Now,
it's a double whammy.
I not only would give my mother the Seed Bloom Mother's Day card that you could actually plant.
Yeah.
But I bought it for her already.
You did.
I read the article. I was like, you know what? Because my mom, one of the things that she wants is new plants in her backyard. Oh. Right? Uh-huh. And so I saw that. I was like, a card that you could plant? It's made of seeds and you plant the dang card?
You not only are a part of Biofriendly Planet, you're also a client.
I'm also a client. Yeah, freaking
Good
bought
job.
it, man.
Good job.
It's coming on Friday.
So
Wow.
she
There you go.
sold you on the idea, which is what's important.
Thanks, Tara.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Tara.
it.
Appreciate
Hey,
it.
that's awesome.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that'll be great. Well, she'll enjoy that.
Yeah.
Lovely.
So she gives a nice little closing thought. I'm not going to take away her article by just reading it to you. You should go read it, but she just reminds you that gift giving isn't about the stuff. It's about why you give it, right? That's like the most important thing. So she puts it in very
at Christmas, but I got to be honest, it's, I like to get the thing.
You like to get the thing.
You
of course
like to
you
get
do.
the Xbox, huh?
Of
For
course.
the Indiana Jones
Of course.
game that's coming out.
How am I supposed to play Indiana Jones on that Xbox?
Right.
Exactly. We've all agreed that we're getting Xbox.
I mean,
I just don't know. I just don't
take
understand.
my money, Microsoft.
I don't understand how if I give someone a present, how does that mean that I get to play Indiana Jones on
Exactly.
Xbox?
I think
How
it's
does
a very
how does
valid
that
point.
That's fair.
That doesn't,
That's
doesn't
fair.
make sense to me.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Like for Mother's Day, like I get that I'm giving, my mom a present, that my kids are giving my wife a present, but how does that how does that mean I'm playing Indiana Jones?
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
On an Xbox.
For those of you who don't,
How can I punch Nazis? It sounds like this.
Yeah.
For those of you who
I don't understand.
know,
I don't understand.
we are basically reverting back to 3 young boys right now because just the other day we saw a trailer for the new Indiana Jones video game called Circle of something.
The Great Circle.
The Great Circle.
Oh, God,
and
so good.
you get to play Harrison Ford, and they've included everything that I love about Indiana Jones. And we all watched it, and we all cried a little bit. We just felt this overwhelming sense of joy.
The fact that I could be Indy for just as long as I want.
I get to experience the next sequel as Indy.
Dream
Are
come
you
true.
kidding me?
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
That's the way to do it.
Noel, you mentioned that. You said that the way to make the next Indiana Jones movie is to not make a movie.
Yeah.
Make it a game.
Stop making the movies.
Yeah.
I actually am kind of feeling that way about Star Wars, about Star Trek,
I've got
about
fatigue. I've
about
got
Lord
fatigue.
of the Rings,
Yes.
Let's
just
cool
Harry
it.
Potter.
Let's
Make
cool
the
it,
video
guys.
game and let me be it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave the
Man,
world alone.
I don't need you to keep making movies for the sequels. No, make the game, make the next one a game.
Yeah.
Let that story play out for 40, 50, 60, 70, 140 hours. I don't care. I don't care how long it takes me to play it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then let me experience it.
Yeah.
So-
did you hear what Marvel announced the other day? Bob Iger said that they're dialing back on Marvel, and they're only going to release, I think it's like 3 movies, maybe 2 or 3 Marvel movies a year, and only like 1 or 2 series a year. That's it. Because everybody's like, I'm exhausted. I can't do any more Marvel.
Yeah, absolutely. You only get to have a 20 films in a year run every now and then.
Yeah.
And then eventually you just are like, okay,
That
that's
cow
it.
is tired of giving milk.
Absolutely.
It's dead. The
is.
cow is
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if Xbox is listening, I would like you to know that you have 3 young strapping men here.
Young
that
used to be strapping men.
that you are ready to play this game. And so if you would like to send us free Xboxes to test the game, we are willing. We are more than willing. You can send it to Biofriendly Planet headquarters.
Absolutely.
And we will gladly accept, but please send 3 Xboxes
And
with 3 copies of Indiana
And please
Jones.
put on the Biofriendly Planet address, Tara's family do not open.
Yes.
Send straight to Noel, Jacob, and Clayton.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because her
It's not too much
kids
to
and
ask.
husband would probably play the crap out of that
They
game.
would all take one each and play them. They would take away our
Those are
Xbox.
our Xboxes.
Love you guys, but don't take my Xbox.
Of course they would, but I'll go back to it. If we were to let them have those Xboxes, then how am I going to play Indiana Jones?
Exactly.
Great Circle on an Xbox.
And that's
Circle
what,
of Life. It's
and
a
that's
Lion
what
King.
the Mother's Day episode is about. So thanks for
Fathers playing Indiana Jones.
Thanks for really hitting home the message, which is just make sure that this gift giving is going to lead to Noel getting an Xbox.
Remember, I'm
and
giving you a
playing.
gift now so that you will give me one later,
Yes.
which is an Xbox that has with it Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Yeah. Well, you guys, that was a wonderful episode.
Yeah.
I have enjoyed it immensely, and this guy has got some business to attend to.
Yeah.
I think we should probably talk for another 45 minutes here. We have plenty of time.
No,
And I think we should have a tickle fight.
Tickle fight, rolling brownouts.
guys, I'm gonna pee.
Oh, Roger.
Thank you guys for listening to the show.
Happy Mother's Day to everybody's
Happy
mom.
Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day,
All
Mom.
jokes
Love
aside,
you.
we love giving. Tara's absolutely right.
Yes.
it is so key to remember that it is about the giving. It's about showing that you love.
It is.
Absolutely.
It is. And we're grateful for our moms. We're grateful for our wives. And
Because apparently childbirth is painful.
apparently, I've been told a time or two, but all you
It's
moms.
not like we don't get reminded.
Yeah.
Ad nauseum.
Oh,
Jesus.
boy.
You guys,
Yeah.
we're trying to be
show.
sweet.
Clayton
We're-
Cogswell did not say
We're
that.
trying,
Get
to
over
be,
yourself.
we're trying to be sweet here at the end of the show.
Oh my God.
Thank you to the moms of the world.
Jesus,
you're,
Mom.
You're amazing. You're amazing, and we
You
love you
know?
so much.
You're the one who made me that big. I didn't find it.
You created this body.
I didn't do it.
Thank you for listening to Biofriendly Podcast. We are happy to bring you.
I love you, Mom.
We love you. We
Love you, Julie.
Please subscribe, share, tell friends you love and friends you hate also. And then also go check out biofriendlyplanet.com. Make sure you look at this article because a lot of these things, if you are trying to figure out what to get your mom, those were some great solutions.
Yeah,
that
dude,
you can
the
go
links are
click
right
on
there.
Right there for you. And if you're listening to this after Mother's Day, if you're that lazy and you just couldn't get around to listening to
what a
the special
jerk.
Mother's Day episode until 4th of July,
What is
well
wrong
then
with
you at least go to our website and see everything that you've missed. And,
Biofriendly, where we get to insult the listener.
The only podcast
Yeah.
that you can get insulted on 24 hours a day.
we are your beacon of light.
Is that a tag,
in
by the way?
What?
The only
podcast
that will
you
insult you.
that will insult you.
Yeah.
I love it. We'll see.
We'll see.
We are your beacon of light in a gloomy
The
environment.
dumbest, smartest podcast in existence.
Okay. Oh, we were going to try to remember this time.
we
weren't
failed.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
I
failed.
pass it to
Okay,
you. I'm sorry.
When you see an episode, be excited because we be busy up here.
Bringing the science of funk.
Yes. You heard it here second.
And then the last one's the one I can never read
Yes, of course.
because the writing is so
Not
small.
remember. Read.
I can't remember. Give us the love we deserve, dadgummit. That's so
Happy
good.
Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. Oh, yeah.
It's the Biofriendly Podcast. It's the Biofriendly Podcast.